Alright, everyone, let's react to this Raising Cane's video expanding near you. It keeps popping up on my feed, so, hey, it's going kind of viral right now, so let's see what the deal is here. Snap, good intro. You gotta make good intros for your videos when they first start.
Raising Cane's is a popular chain of fast food restaurants specializing in chicken fingers. It started in Louisiana in the 1990s.
Guys, I recently only started going to Raising Cane's about like last year and stuff. Expensive place though. Really expensive place.
And quickly developed a cult-like following. Their loyal customers are affectionately known as Caniacs, a name that's reflected in one of their combo meals and their
Yeah, that's our most expensive meal, guys. 5 tenders.
Membership program. But over the past decade or so, they have greatly expanded their customer base, becoming one of the fastest growing restaurants
With one of the simplest menus, bro. Simple, like, guys, it's just chicken and fries, but it is good stuff. My favorite, like, if I had money,
out there.
one of my favorite restaurants. But dang, is this place $15 for the meal? $15 for 5 tenders, a bread, 2 breads, maybe 2 breads, like a couple of things of sauce.
In 2015, they opened their first international location. It was in Kuwait City, and have since been establishing their presence all across the Middle East. They seemingly chose that area because of the high Muslim population that doesn't eat pork, helping create demand for chicken restaurants. But their main focus, of course, has been domestically in the United States, where they have been spreading all over the place. At this
We got one of the most locations where I live, guys, which is Southern California. And but they have more in Texas, it seems. But we got the second most where I live, guys.
At this point, most of us
None in Oregon. Like, what? Guys, I thought they had more locations than this.
don't have to travel too far
So many where I live, bro. Wow.
to get to a Raising Cane's, and chances are that the one that's near you has opened up within the past few years. In the summer of 2022, they opened a large 2-story restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip. About 6 months later, they opened the first one in downtown Chicago, and a few months after that, in June of 2023, they opened an 8,000 square foot location in Times Square, New York.
Oh, snap. That's a huge location, guys.
That one was part of their plan to open 25 more of them in the area over the next 3 years, and here, since 2015, their number of locations
Guys, look at this, man. They're going hard right here, man. They 250 in 2015, nearly 650 in 2022.
has more than doubled, and amazingly, their sales per location have also doubled. When you put those two together, it means that overall sales for Raising Cane's have exploded by more than 500%. That $3 billion in annual sales already ranks them as
It's going like McDonald's status, man. Not gonna lie.
the 29th largest quick service restaurant in the United States, and they have expressed ambitions to crack the top 10 of that list by 2030, which would likely require them to more than triple in size by that time. That is an ambitious goal, but not necessarily out of reach. In this video, I want to talk about the potential of Raising Cane's.
Guys, it looks like a hip place when you pull up there, guys. Looks futuristic.
Specifically, how they've been able to grow so large already, and why they may just be able to continue growing even larger.
It's because cane sauce is for the win. That's why you can get like a big tub of it for $6.
My first reason behind their potential is the determination that has been demonstrated by Todd Gray.
Also, I like their style of ice. Their style of ice is different, guys. It's like little balls of ice instead of those, different fast food ices. Like the ice from fast food places. It would be like, just like their kind of large, clear ice. Yeah.
Graves. If you're not familiar, he is the main person behind Raising Cane's.
But it's like they're semi-crunchy ice. It's semi-crunchy ice, guys. It's pretty good.
Identifying himself as the company's founder, chairman, CEO, president, fry cook, and cashier.
Not semi-crunchy, like semi-soft, so you can like kind of snack on it. Like if you ever put a water bottle in your fridge but haven't got it out when it's fully like frozen, it's kind of like a slushy kind of ice.
Sure. See, back in the 1990s, chicken fingers were becoming much more popular, to a point where there was even a somewhat popular franchise in the South called Guthrie's that specialized in making them. In 1994, Todd Graves took inspiration from them and set out to open his own chicken finger restaurant in his hometown of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I know, that sounds like a simple enough idea, but it proved to be extremely difficult. He had a friend that was attending Louisiana State
Well, it did before, but now it doesn't, right, guys?
University, LSU. His name was Craig Silvey, and he was able to convince him to become his partner in starting the restaurant. Famously, for one of Craig's business classes, the two of them put together a business plan for the restaurant that they envisioned, and the professor grading the plan did not like it. He gave it a B-, which evidently was the worst grade in the class, and he said that a chicken finger restaurant would never succeed in the area. I guess his reasoning was that seafood and Cajun food are far more popular in Louisiana, and plus they would have to compete with Popeye's chicken from Louisiana.
Oh, Popeye's chicken did it. Why not Cane's, bro? Popeye's chicken, you have to. I'm not a fan of the bone-in chicken, guys. Like, and Cane's is 100% boneless for the win.
They were unable to secure bank loans because the loan officers also didn't see potential for the concept. There was a lot of rejection early on, so he was forced to raise the startup money on his own. To do that, he moved out to California to work as a boiler maker at an oil refinery for 90 hours a week. He then moved to
90 hours a week, guys? That's probably how long I stream a week. No,
Alaska, where he joined Craig's
that's cracked, bro. That's cracked. 90 hours a week? Dude. That's more than 10 hours a day. Sheesh.
Silvey, spending
You know he's rich by the end of it, though.
long, dangerous hours on a commercial fishing boat catching sockeye salmon. After a couple of years, they were able to save $30,000, brought it back to Louisiana, and used it to help secure a small business administration loan. They then used all of that money to renovate
Dude, he invested every single time he made from all that work into this business, despite his professor giving him a B.
an old bakery near LSU, and right from the start, that original Raising Cane's was a big success, staying open until 3:30 in the morning on the first night to fill all the orders from college students that they were receiving. 2 years later, just after opening their second location, Craig Silvey sold his share of the company to Graves, but did return later on as financial vice president, playing a big part in helping them expand. They continued opening new restaurants throughout the 2000s, expanding their reach well beyond Louisiana, reaching 100 locations by 2010,
Sheesh, bro. This guy started an empire already, man.
200 by 2014, and just exploding from there. Despite having no formal business training and being doubted by a lot of the people around him, Todd Graves continued pursuing his vision, spending 2 years working difficult jobs to get that first location operating, and then sticking with it for more than 20 years after that to turn that into one of the most successful restaurants ever. The simple fact that he is still in charge and still determined to make it an even bigger success, I think is a great
Dang, bro. That's a definition of American dream, bro. But he had to, like, work really hard at the start here, guys. So do I.
sign for the future of Raising Cane's. The vision is to ultimately have restaurants all over the world, and he says, "I am just as determined to fulfill this dream as I was to open the first Raising Cane's restaurant." That sentence right there gives me a lot of confidence for them. Next up on my list is the simplicity of Raising Cane's, mostly referring to the menu, because I don't know if there's another popular fast food chain with a menu that is this simple. You know, so many of the competitors are all about the new gimmicky menu items that are constantly revolving
Facts, bro. But it also works for them. Taco Bell does have more locations.
to draw people in, but not Raising Cane's. From the very beginning, their focus has been on chicken fingers, and that is what they make.
He calls them chicken fingers, not chicken, what are it called? Strips or nothing. Fingers, guys.
It is in the logo and in the official name of the business. The most popular thing people order there is the box combo, containing 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries, a container of cane sauce, Texas toast.
It's not their most, expensive item, but, 4 fingers. Yeah, the caniac is 6 fingers, plus 2 breads, 2 sauces. You can also sub that. I dropped the microphone, but you could substitute the coleslaw for another sauce, or another bread or something.
A coleslaw, and a fountain drink. That list right there is pretty much everything they serve. All the other combos are amazingly similar. I'm just saying, if you or somebody in your group doesn't like or isn't in the mood for chicken fingers, don't go to Raising Cane's because they don't really offer an alternative. The lack of variety is probably the biggest potential drawback to this system, but there are some major advantages. I think most would agree that these meals are fairly inexpensive because they sell them at a small margin. They don't make much profit
$10 for the box combo, guys. You think it's worth?
from each meal they sell. They
$12 maybe.
instead make their profits by selling a lot of meals. Having a simple menu allows them to sell
Dang, they don't make that good margins. $15 for a caniac. I think that's decent margins.
a lot of those items. It also helps them make those items really fast. A study conducted by QSR Magazine in 2018 concluded that Raising Cane's had the fastest drive-thru with an average customer wait time of only 2 minutes and 48 seconds. They have the slogan, "One Love," much like the Bob Marley song. There are actually some issues over using the slogan.
I know, right? I seen that on the cups and stuff. I was like, dude, what the? One Love.
That have since been resolved. But unlike Bob Marley, the one love that Raising Cane's is referring to is that chicken finger meal.
Raising Cane's does one thing, quality chicken finger meals, and we do it better than anybody else.
Realistically, most other restaurants could probably get by with subpar chicken fingers because they have a lot of other stuff going on. But for Raising Cane's, that is their thing, so they have to do it better than anybody else. And that leads me to my next reason, quality. And by the way, a lot of these
Yep. Huge thing what makes their chicken better than the other one. Hopefully he explains it here. If he doesn't, I will explain it.
reasons will run together in ways. But yeah, we can see why quality is really important for Raising Cane's. Those famous chicken fingers are made using premium cuts of chicken tenderloins. They're never frozen, marinated for 24 hours, hand battered, and cooked to order. I'm sorry if I'm starting to sound like a commercial for Raising Cane's, but these are high quality chicken fingers along with the rest of their food, and notably their sauce. If you're going to sell that many chicken fingers, you gotta have a good sauce to go with them, and I think they've done it.
Special proprietary sauce. No 100 different sauces like Popeyes. They got just one sauce at Cane's, or you can get ranch. No barbecue, I think, or ketchup. Basically, one sauce or ketchup, guys, at Raising
Cane
Cane's.
sauce has been highly praised for its unique blend of ingredients. It is a secret recipe that has never officially been revealed, though people have figured it out. I don't want to be the one to ruin the mystery, but you could look it up if you wanted to. Look, if you're one of the caniacs, I'm sure you know all about the food quality already, and if not, maybe go out and put it to the test yourself. Order that box combo and let me know how it all compares to the competition. My next reason behind their potential is the environment within the restaurants. I want to point out that unlike, I would say, most fast food chains, Raising Cane's is 100% company owned, meaning no franchises, giving them comparatively tighter control over
No franchises.
everything. Also, that first location opened right next to LSU, so logically it was trying to attract college students, and to an extent, they have tried to maintain some of that same atmosphere. For example, it's not uncommon to find movie posters or other kinds of
Yeah, guys, does it look cool and hip here, guys? I think it does. That's what my Raising Cane's looks like, guys. When you walk in, almost exactly like this, guys. Like, very much exactly like this, almost. Dude, this looks like the location that I actually have eaten at, not gonna lie. Like, 100%. And that's kind of different, but no, it is actually a different location. Because I can see the trees in the background, but still, very close to how... very close looking, like same restaurant design, it seems. They got disco balls, guys. Why do they have disco balls?
pop culture memorabilia on the walls or disco balls hanging from the ceilings. Oh, this is interesting. When they were renovating that first location, they uncovered a mural on a brick wall that was left over from the old bakery that used to be there. Well, they ended up designing their logo based off of that mural, and today, when you go into a Raising Cane's, you will find that logo painted on the wall in a way that makes it look like it's being revealed from behind a wall of bricks. I think that's pretty cool stuff. That adds to the restaurant environment, but easily the biggest component of it would be the
Definitely we got some restaurants that still have that brick wall kind of a aesthetic to them, so
employees. They're the ones that set the mood, keep things clean, cook the food, get the order out fast. A happy environment is created by happy employees, and Raising Cane's seems to be a decent place to work. They have been featured on multiple lists that rank the best employers in different ways. You know those lists from places like Forbes and Glassdoor. Just a few of their efforts would be a competitive pay for hourly managers, $18 an hour as of the making of this video. In 2020, they started a restaurant partner program where select managers were invited to be part of it based on their performance. It offers various benefits that they say will give the managers the ability to accumulate a net worth of over $1 million within 12 to 15 years. It's their attempt to attract and maintain
Okay, that'd be cool.
the best managers out there. Also, in that year, in the height of the pandemic, Todd Graves and his co-CEO weren't given any salary, and instead $2 million was distributed to crew members in the form of a bonus. In 2023, they
Oh, let's go.
started this thing where they would now give restaurant leaders $10,000 toward closing costs when they bought their first home. Just some of the more
Hey, not bad. I think they could do better than $18 an hour, though, guys. For the managers. At least like 25, 30, 40.
unique incentives that stand out to me, on top of the more traditional ones, of course. Overall, let me know if you're experiencing something different, but Raising Cane's has that reputation of being a happy place to work, and that helps create a welcoming environment for the customers. My final reason behind their success and potential is
Happy.
their marketing. I've already talked about their One Love slogan that emphasizes their passion for chicken fingers. We have also seen how Todd Graves has appeared in advertisements, basically acting as the spokesperson for his own restaurants, not completely unlike a modern day Colonel Sanders proudly advertising his chicken. They have spent millions of dollars to sponsor the
River Center, what's that?
River Center Entertainment Complex in Baton Rouge. They have teamed up with singer Post Malone to release a series of collector's cups, and he personally designed a Raising Cane's restaurant in Utah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. But yeah, guys, I want to see if they will ever change their menu. I don't think they will. They might be just like In and Out. I don't think there's even a secret menu. Is there, guys? Besides that, the giant cup you can get for $6, which I have not ordered before.
Not to mention their adorable mascot. Originally, Todd Graves wanted to name the restaurant Sockeyes Chicken Fingers, referring
Nah, man. Raising Cane's seems cooler.
back to the sockeye salmon he was fishing for up in Alaska to raise money to open it. Which, I don't know, I think would have been an appropriate name. But when he was renovating that initial
We already have a fish-related, like, chicken place called Long John Silver's, right, guys? Like, I have a place that's half KFC, half Long John Silver's.
building, his dog, named Raising Cane, was hanging around there a lot, so his friend recommended that he named it after the dog instead. That explains where the odd name for the restaurant comes from, but to me anyway,
It's quite odd. Why would you name your dog Raising Cane?
Raising Cane is still an unusual name for a dog. Well, Raising Cane, spelled C-A-I-N, is a phrase that means creating a disturbance or causing trouble. I think it's more of a southern phrase. Cain referring to the person in the Bible who killed his brother Abel out of jealousy. I imagine that the dog may have been rambunctious to be called that. And interestingly, there was a somewhat popular movie called Raising Cain released in 1992, the same year the dog was born. Sadly, the original Raising Cain passed away in 1998 when there were still only 2 restaurants in operation, but the next Christmas, Graves' wife got him another yellow lab puppy that became known as Cane 2. He became a certified pet therapy dog, going around visiting children's hospitals
Oh, dogs are so awesome, guys.
and acting as the restaurant's mascot for the next 17 years. After he passed away in 2016, a new puppy known as Cane 3 made his
Cane 2, Cane 3. Oh, gosh. Guys, I wouldn't even go through a different path. Like, cause my dog's getting old, I'd probably get the same dog that she looks like, same breed and everything, man.
debut as the mascot. So at this point, it's looking like there's always going to be a lovable puppy running around advertising these chicken fingers.
That puppy was licking the microphone. Oh gosh.
Let me know in the comments, what do you see for the future of Raising Cane's? Will they continue on to become one of the biggest fast food success stories of all time? Or
Perhaps. Our sauce's boss? Ooh, never seen a sign like that. That's a huge location. I mean, maybe a standard location, but that's decent, you know? But yeah, whenever we see Raising Cane's, like it looks like a new restaurant, man. Like it was just built not that long ago. From most of the images I've seen, so it looks like fresh and new franchise or like chain restaurant, I guess you could say, just rolling around now.
Or do you think they have already overextended themselves and should be moving back in the other direction? Have you ever even been there before?
See, that's their signature ice, man.
Or is this video
I've not tried the lemonade, guys. Does anyone know if the lemonade's good?
the first time you are hearing about them? If you still don't have a Raising Cane's in your area, you may just want to be patient, because if all goes according to
Yeah, we got one in our area. It's in an adjacent town though,
plan, there will probably be one opening
but it's not that far of a drive away.
pretty soon.
Like a few miles. It's not hugely far away, but one might open up soon. We're closer, guys. Who knows?
Finally, what do you think of their food? Are the chicken fingers any good, or are they overrated? How do they compare to the others? And any other thoughts you have about Raising Cane's, leave them in the comments.
Pretty awesome. Check out the Company Man, I believe is his name. Company Man. Yep. And I'll see you guys next video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace out, everyone.